Hello and welcome to Caesar's Snack Sandwich. Today we're back on the Binance Smart Chain looking at a protocol that's been under my radar for quite some time. It is called Beefy Finance. It's a yield farming optimizer for the Binance Smart Chain. What does it mean? What does it do? Let's take a look inside. Here inside we have the vaults. So what are the vaults? There are 3 vaults here of cake, 3 vaults here of burger from fryworld, and then a whole bunch from 4tube, and then a few closed ones here. So let's take a look at the cake first. So what does the cake do? You deposit cake in here, it gives you Moo Cake TWT, and here we'll give you Moon Cake ING. So what is this doing when you put your cake in here? It's taking your cake over to PancakeSwap. If you don't know how to use PancakeSwap, you can take a look at this video that I put up here. It's a tutorial on how to go through all the steps. So what it's doing is it's doing nothing about providing liquidity. So using Beefy Finance gives you no impermanent loss risk whatsoever. So it's skipping this farming step and going straight to staking. It's taking the cake you give it and all the other people's cake in the vault at that time, staking it in here and producing syrup. So if I staking it here. So if you stake, it produces syrup. And it's taking the syrup over to the syrup pool and supplying it here to gain this yield. So depending on which of these pools you have. There's an SXP here, but the Beefy Finance doesn't actually allow you to utilize the SXP yet, or if they're even going to. So there's just these 3. So it's skipping a step, but it's also doing all the steps for you. So normally when you stake your syrup into this pool here, you automatically withdraw this earned and it goes into your wallet. Now you have ING tokens in your wallet. So what Beefy is going to do for you is it's going to take all those IGN tokens from all the people in the wallet, sell them on the market for cake. So swap them for BNB and then back to cake or something along that lines. So, and then it'll take the extra cake that it's made and put it back inside. So these are ways, if you're really bullish on cake and you're not too bullish on these, then you can seriously improve your cake yield. Like look at these APYs. I'm not too sure how accurate those are, but they look pretty good, right? So that's what the cake swap's doing. Now, Burger WBN on fryworld. Fryworld is pretty similar to PancakeSwap, but it doesn't have a swap actual built-in current liquidity exchange. But I don't know too much about this, and I haven't really looked into it deeply. Maybe I will look into it deeply and give you a nice video sometime in the future. Now, you put in your burger here, it produces fries, it sells the fries, and buys you more burger. So this is a good way to increase your BNB actually, but it's only 5.3%. Now, down here we have 4tubes. 4tube is the most interesting of these, I think, and it's kind of a traditional style protocol here on the Binance Smart Chain, similar to Aave or Compound. And what it does is you supply a single token in here. So maybe let's say I wanted to supply BUSD. It would give me an automatic 3.9%. Now this yield changes all the time based on the demand for people to borrow on 4tube. So people will come to 4tube and borrow these coins and pay more. So maybe pay 6% or 3% or 5% and the protocol will give back this to you. So the algorithm will change these based on supply and demand. Now, it also says up here comprehensive APY 9.53, sorry. So what this means is it's also giving you the 4 token. So it's giving you 3.92 of 4 and a 5.6 of BNUSD. So what does Beefy do? Beefy does this, takes that 4 token reward, sells it for the underlying asset here, and deposits it back inside. So again, it's going to give you one of these Moo type tokens, and you can hold on to these Moo tokens and redeem them later back for more link than you put in. Again, all of these vaults have no impermanent loss, just like the traditional year in finance. I think this is a pretty good idea. There is a small catch though. Now, how to explain this? Let's take insight to the pancake swap. The pancake swap says 96 of the yield farming revenue is returned to the users who provide capital. So the vault itself, 96 goes back. The remaining 4% is used to distribute rewards to the Beefy reward pool. So what does that mean? You go to governance. You get Beefy rewards for using this protocol. And if you stake the Beefy rewards in here, you will gain 4% of fryworld as well. So all three of these protocols that they're using, they're giving 4% to the Beefy token holders, which they're made of governance token. Okay, so that pretty much covers it in a gist. There's a lot more depth in there. You might want to look closely. You might want to read some of the docs and check a little bit deeper on this. This is giving you a basic idea of what this protocol is doing, and you can decide if you feel it's safe and reliable and good on your own, and do some research and figure it out. But currently I don't have any deposited, as you can see, but I'm seriously considering it, and especially I like this one here because I feel BNB is going to continue to be, I'm quite bullish on BNB in the long term. So I think this might be a good opportunity here. It's only 5%, but it's better than what you're getting in other places. But I will think about it, and these are very appealing as well. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you have learned something or gotten some value from this video. If you have any questions or you want me to look deeper at one of these things, feel free to leave a question in the comments below. I always answer questions to the best of my ability, and thanks again. Goodbye.